Assalamu alaikum listeners. Good morning. It's Yusuf Salih with the color with the continuation of the novel called Abadan. Last time we stopped where Amina said, as we approached the hall, I held onto Mami's arms and she walked me to where I'm going to sit. So listeners, we will continue with the chapter 8. My favorite music of the famous artist Omar M. Sharif titled Babarana was played as I smiled at Zainab because I know it is her work and she smiled back. After some minutes, the MC announced the arrival of the groom, and immediately my heart skipped a beat as my hubby was dressed in a black kaftan with a silver colored design, which totally matched my outfit. I could not take my eyes off of my hubby. I cannot deny it. I am in love with Mr. Arrogant. That's the fact. As I walked into the hall, Muhammad said, the crowd were cheering. With the help of Khalifa, he led me to where my angry cat was seated. I almost lost my breath as I saw how breathtaking my wife-to-be was dressed in a silver floral gown. I could not take my eyes off of my lady. Khalifa bumped my shoulder and said, Romeo, calm down. Kamar haka gobe ta zama taka, as he chuckled. I smirked and shook my head. I sat beside her and I whispered, you look beautiful. I smiled at the way she blushed at my compliment and she whispered a thank you which sent some spark down my spine, and I slowly closed my eyes. I was snapped out of my reaction when Khalifa cleared his throat. I smirked and he walked away, smiling. The function was going well as I could see the happiness in my mama's eyes and by mere looking at her attitude. After some minutes of entertainment, the MC asked us to come on stage to dance. I hesitated at first, but with the look of my mama face, I stood and my angry cat also stood up. We went to the stage as Ed Sheeran music was played on It's My Favorite Song, Cause I Don't Care. I smiled as I looked how my angry cat was feeling uncomfortable, but she was smiling. I cannot dance and she stood beside me. She was not dancing either. I guess maybe she cannot or she is feeling shy. Then I brought out a bundle of money and I started spraying it on my lady. The hall echoed with the voice of the girls and the men. My mom came up on stage and started spraying her soon to be a daughter-in-law and she embraced her into a hug. I smiled at her and she joined us together in a big hug. After that, MC asked me to dedicate something special to my bride. I hesitated at first, but I grabbed the mic from him. He sat down beside and he whispered, you look beautiful, Amina said. I could feel some butterflies erupting in my stomach. My cheek blushed at his compliment. As they were reddish in color, I whispered a thank you to him. After a while, we were asked to come on stage to perform. My heartbeat increased as I informed myself I cannot dance in public, and of course not in front of him. I am a great dancer, but I am not dancing like seriously. He stood up as I joined him on stage. Ed Sheeran's song was played, titled Cause I Don't Care. As I stood there without dancing, same to him. All of a sudden, he started spraying money on me as the crowd filled the hall with cheering. His mom approached the stage spraying money on me and her son, and I could detect the strong bond between the two of them as she engaged me in a warm embrace before pulling both of us into a big hug. After that, the MC requested for Mr. Arrogant to dedicate something special for me as he gave him the mic. As our eyes met, I melted in his cool and brownish eyes as they were breathtaking. He smiled at me and I could feel my cheek reddish. He began, like, as, as long as you love me, he said, I will stay by your side. I will be your companion, your friend and your guide. As long as you love me, he said, as long as you care, he said, I will do anything for you. I will go anywhere for you. I will bring the sunshine for you, my dear. I will comfort your fear, my dear. I will gather up rainbows for you, my dear. As long as forever, my love will be true for you. For as long as you love me, I will only love you forever. My cheek turned pink, and as my heartbeat increased, does he really love me and feel this way toward me? He smiled at me as I was frozen. Ya Allah, he looked more handsome when he smiled. The crowd cheered for him as the MC said, "Wow, this groom of yours is a romantic man," and the crowd burst into laugh as I blushed even harder. After some couple of hours, the camel was finally over as we head back home later that day. I walked to my room, but to my surprise, it is well decorated in a big decoration saying bride to be. Oh my god. The girl organized a simple bridal shower and oh my god, I love it. It is very, very good. Zainab gave me dress, or let me say PGS, to get ready in it. It is way more comfortable than my other PGS, but it is pink with a beautiful tiara on my head. She gave me a stash saying bride to be. I love the surprise bridal shower. They organized it beautiful. They did a great job. After some minutes, Nuseba introduced a cake which said bride to be and two other cakes who has a sparking candle attached to it. I smiled and gave her a big thank you hug and thumb up as I cut the cake. After that, I was pulled into a big group hug as the girls squealed and cycled me round. It was the best night ever to me. Ami came into the room smiling at the girls and said, "Oh yeah, you girls should go to sleep as tomorrow is the big day." My heartbeat increased and I also lost control of my emotion and burst into tears as I held my Ami tightly. Remembering tomorrow I am going to leave my mom. She pat my back as she controlled her tears, and my sister also joined in and we cried till all heart contained. Ow, the girl squealed. "It is okay, Habibati, I am here with you. Don't cry, Kinji. Get some rest and sleep," she said as she kissed my forehead and left the room together with the girls. I went to the bed thinking about how tomorrow is going to be my wedding day. My life will change by tomorrow, and also thinking about the incident that took place at the Camo. All those words Mr. Arrogant said, does he mean it? If yes, then I'm very happy that he feels the same as I do. Kika san ko ba da gaske yake ba? Don mahaifiyarsa kawai yake. My inner conscience called me, but I erased that cause I could see the way he felt, by mere look in his eyes as I drove into a big slumber. So listener, we are stopping here. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to comment. I like your comment. Please follow us for the full story.